Hey, my lilies. As we enter episode 28, I just want to take a moment to pause to acknowledge what's really happening right now in our world, in our homes, in our hearts as we move toward the new year. With everything shifting from talks about the tariffs and stimulus checks, even discussions around the tariff check, so many of us are just trying to make sure or just make sense of what's real. What's next and how it all affects us on our everyday life. From what I understand, part of these economic changes are being rolled out, but not yet clear on how much of it will actually reach the public. There's the talk about the reality of many families are facing right now with the food stamps being delayed, food banks filling up, and airport workers like TSA being impacted as well. So, my lilies, this episode is just about awareness. It's about grounding ourselves in what's really happening and asking ourselves, how do we come together as a community when the world feels uncertain? As we enter the holiday season, many are wondering, will it even feel like a holiday this year? Well, as far as for now, all I know is with everything happening with the food stamps and the tariff dividends and things like that and the stimulus check, everyone's pretty just kind of looking at everything in a chaotic way. So I just wanted to kind of bring a little bit more grounding into the episode in regards to what's happening right now in the state of now. So nothing we're going to be talking about today is pretty much on anything on movies or things like that. It is the holiday season, but right now this has pretty much been everyone's focus. So I just wanted to kind of touch bases on that with you guys. As far as for the food stamps, as of today's the 14th, we all know with the food stamps, the federal government shutdown has ended, and the United States Department of Agriculture has directed states to restore full November SNAP benefits. Many of the states are working to load full benefits within 24 hours to 3 days. The state of North Carolina expects full benefits to be on the EBT cards by the morning of November 14th for today. Some states that had previously issued no benefits or only partial benefits are now catching up, but timing varies widely. Even with the restoration, there are concerns benefit delays and have caused stress for families and programs were already under strain. So we know right now that is pretty much they're playing catch up. So as far as for with the tariffs and the $2,000 check, Donald Trump administration is publicly reaffirming commitment to the proposed $2,000 per person dividend derived for the tariff revenue. However, no legislation has been passed yet. No formal distribution mechanism announced, no eligibility criteria defined, income cutoffs, nor children, etc., things like that. The analysts estimate paying $2,000 per person annually would cost in the hundreds of billions to trillions of dollars, how much more than current tariff revenue would support. But its announcement isn't guaranteed. As far as for the TSA and the travel disruptions, with the shutdown over, the Federal Aviation Administration and the U.S. Transportation Department have frozen planned flight reductions at 6% at 40 major airports rather than ramping to 8 to 10%. So some airports may remain significantly understaffed. For example, in Austin, the air traffic control tower has only about half the fully certified controllers needed. Delays are still likely. Airlines are optimistic, but the travel system won't instantly bounce back to normal before the holiday peaks. So everything that's going on right now with the stimulus check, as of today, no confirmed stimulus check beyond the tariff dividend proposal. No law authorizing a general payment has been passed either. The proposed $2,000 dividend is tied to the tariffs rather than a broad stimulus program, so eligibility and timing remain unclear. Quick summary for this is pretty much what we've kind of touched bases on. This is a quick episode because it's pretty much bringing us into reality of what's happening now. But just to kind of give a recap, we talked about the food stamps and the relief for that, and then the tariff check, and then the travel, and what's happening right now with the airports and the stimulus. So that's all for now, lilies. I pray that even in the middle of all of this chaos our nation is facing, you're still able to find pockets of peace and protection in His covering. If you're working, if you're able to feed yourself and your family, pause and thank the Lord for that provision. There are so many right now who don't have the same stability, that same comfort, that same ease. So let His love keep your spirit humble right now. Let it soften you. Let it remind you that you might be the very vessel right now He's sending to bless someone who truly needs it. Even the smallest act can ripple into someone else's breakthrough. Stay encouraged. Stay grounded. Stay covered. And as always, bless someone when you can. Love on someone when you're led. And keep letting light shining through every season for you, okay? Bye for now, lilies, okay?